Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Anything moves, we hit it. Anything moves, we hit it. Way to go, guys.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Wide.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
2nd down, Cousins. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On first and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, you got 3. 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Trubisky out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, Lucky 50.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Third and short yardage, Cousins, and that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Trubisky will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
18. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll hand it off. Lacey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's caught. This is White. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. He'll get it up the middle, twisting away. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Set up! 180!
On third and goal, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Cousins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Cousins toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins now. And this is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Again, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cousins to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lock in, lock in.
They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We're go.
They run it again with Lacey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A give. This is Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. Buying time to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Again, it's Howard, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just